Sisters and brothers, our life is always challenged with dualism, light and dark, good and bad. Light is always associated with goodness, and darkness is associated with something that is not so good. In faith, light has a source which is called eternal light, and the eternal light is God. If God is the light, then God is the essence of goodness itself. God has shown goodness with great work throughout human history. God guided the Israelites to the promised land and even gave them light so they could walk in the dark. God, as the light, turned the suffering of the Israelites into joy. God also enlightens all nations so that the nations no longer walk in the darkness. Sisters and brothers, now the light is present in Jesus. All the work Jesus has done through his words and actions, such as healing the sick, giving sight to the blind, cleansing the lepers, feeding the hungry, and rising the dead, reveal him as the light. His presence as the light for humanity culminated in his resurrection. Through Jesus' resurrection, all darkness is defeated. Mourning is turned into joy. Death is turned into new life. Anxiety is turned into strength. And fear is turned into courage. The presence of Jesus as the light is always followed by an invitation. We, as his disciples, are invited to live in the light as he says, I, the light, have come into the world, so that whoever believes in me need not to stay in the dark anymore. Living in the light means living Jesus' own life, putting our hope in him and following his example. Sisters and brothers, at present, our world is suffering because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Many see this as living in darkness. However, do not be afraid. Jesus is always ready to help us. We are doing our part by looking after our health and the health of others. Doctors and nurses are working hard to help the victims. Governments are providing guidance and rules to protect us. And people everywhere are praying and crying out for God's help. Jesus is always ready to illuminate and to show us the way. He is the light. He is the source of goodness itself. Let us always put our lives and our hope in him, the light. Amen.